Breaking news: the global music industry has just witnessed a collaboration that no one saw coming. Jisoo from BLACKPINK and ZAYN MALIK have officially joined forces for a project titled EYESCLOSED, and within hours, the internet went into meltdown. The story began with a single leaked image, a dimly lit studio in Los Angeles, two silhouettes facing each other, one unmistakably Zayn, the other with Jisoo's poised stance. What many thought was a rumor quickly turned into reality when a 5-second teaser dropped across streaming platforms. Jisoo appeared with her eyes closed, whispering, "I can see you clearer with my eyes closed." That single line sent the world spinning. Within 24 hours of its release, EYESCLOSED surpassed 70 million views, debuting at the top of Billboard's global hot trending songs. But behind those numbers lies a far deeper story, one of emotion, artistic tension, and the collision of two creative worlds. Sources close to the production revealed that the collaboration was not orchestrated by major labels. It began quietly, after Jisoo and Zayn met at a charity event in London last year. They shared similar struggles, the loneliness that hides behind the glamour. "Sometimes, silence is louder than fame," Zayn was quoted saying in a private interview. That sentiment became the heartbeat of the song. The recording sessions, however, were far from smooth. On the third day, creative friction nearly ended the project. Jisoo wanted a cinematic Kpop sound, soft, orchestral, and emotionally restrained. Zayn pushed for darker tones, raw R&B textures. The producers halted the session after tempers rose. Yet it was in that silence afterward that both artists realized what they were missing: balance. Jisoo rewrote the bridge entirely in English, capturing vulnerability and strength in one verse. Zayn returned the next day, delivering a falsetto so pure it silenced everyone in the room. From that moment, EYESCLOSED transformed from a song into an experience. The music video carries a powerful concept, two parallel realities unfolding at once. In one world, Jisoo closes her eyes, retreating inward. In the other, Zayn opens his, confronting what lies beyond the spotlight. Every frame is deliberate, symbolizing the duality of perception, that sometimes we must close our eyes to truly see. The final scene, where Zayn walks away through a thick mist while Jisoo stands motionless, took more than 20 takes to capture. Not because of technical issues, but because Jisoo began crying during the 13th take, real tears, not scripted emotion. According to one crew member, when Zayn sang the final verse live, she broke down. The room froze. It wasn't performance anymore, it was truth. Critics around the world are calling EYESCLOSED a masterpiece. Billboard praised it as a hauntingly beautiful collision of cultures. Rolling Stone described it as the most cinematic collaboration of the decade. Time magazine wrote, "Zayn and Jisoo have rewritten the language of global pop." Yet there's still a mystery unfolding. Insiders at RCA Records and YG Entertainment hint at an unreleased version of the song, the so-called Midnight Cut. In this version, the outro reportedly features a raw conversation between Jisoo and Zayn, recorded unscripted during a late-night session. Those who have heard it describe it as eavesdropping on two souls whispering their truths. Neither artist has confirmed its existence, but clues continue to appear. Zayn recently posted an emoji of closed eyes on his Instagram story, while Jisoo shared a cryptic caption on Weverse, "Silence Speaks." Fans, naturally, lost their minds. Within days, hashtags like #EYESCLOSED challenge and #ZAYNMALIK dominated global trends across more than 50 countries. Behind-the-scenes footage released later revealed their genuine chemistry, quiet laughter, focused stares, and unspoken understanding. For fans, this wasn't just a duet. It was a dialogue between two worlds, East and West, restraint and intensity, vulnerability and control. Keen-eyed viewers also noticed something subtle but powerful. At the 2:47 mark in the video, Jisoo wears a delicate bracelet engraved with the infinity symbol, the same design inked on Zayn's hand. The discovery sent fan theories spiraling. Was this intentional, or a silent signature of connection? In just 1 week, EYESCLOSED shattered 25 digital records, becoming the most streamed cross-continental debut of the year. Rumors are now circulating about a joint performance at an upcoming global award show, possibly the AMAs, or even Coachella. If true, it could mark one of the most anticipated live appearances in pop history. More than anything, Eyes Closed proves that language is no barrier when emotion speaks louder. The song's message is simple yet profound. Sometimes, to truly see someone, you must dare to close your eyes. Both artists have described the project as transformative. Zayn, in a rare interview, said, "It's not about fame or charts, it's about being seen for who you are when the lights go out." Jisoo added, "Music can connect hearts, even in silence. The world is now waiting to see what comes next." Is EYESCLOSED a one-time collaboration or the beginning of a new era where K-pop and Western pop finally meet on equal ground? For now, one thing is certain, this isn't just a song. It's a statement that sometimes the clearest vision comes when the eyes are closed. "I'm not afraid to see you," Jisoo whispers in the closing line, "even with my eyes closed." And in that moment, the world goes silent. In the days following the release of EYESCLOSED, something unusual began to unfold across the global entertainment landscape. The collaboration between Jisoo and Zayn Malik wasn't just dominating charts, it was reshaping conversations about what modern pop could be. Music analysts called it a cultural reset, and even veteran producers admitted they hadn't seen this level of cross-market synergy since BTS and Coldplay's My Universe. Streaming platforms reported unprecedented engagement. On Spotify, Eyes Closed became the fastest duet in history to reach 100 million plays. Apple Music's editorial team placed it at the top of 6 global playlists simultaneously, while YouTube's algorithm pushed it to the front page in over 40 regions. Every frame of the video was dissected, analyzed, and decoded by fans who were convinced that every gesture, every lyric, every breath carried a hidden meaning. But what few knew was that the partnership between Jisoo and Zayn didn't end in the studio. Insiders have revealed that the two continued working privately on a follow-up project, this time exploring a completely different sound. The early demos, described as ethereal but raw, allegedly feature both artists co-producing, with Jisoo contributing not just vocals but visual direction, something that could redefine her image beyond the K-pop label. Industry observers say this collaboration might signal Jisoo's official transition into a fully international solo career. YG Entertainment has remained silent, but sources close to the company suggest that a global rollout strategy is already being planned for early next year. "They're not just releasing music," said a marketing executive familiar with the project. "They're building an artistic universe." Meanwhile, Zayn's team has been equally tight-lipped. However, a series of cryptic posts on his social media accounts have left fans speculating that the former One Direction member is preparing to relaunch his career on an entirely new level. A minimalist black and white post with the caption, "Closer Than Before," has been interpreted by many as a direct reference to EYESCLOSED. Beyond numbers and rumors, the emotional impact of the song has been undeniable. Across social media, fans from Seoul to Sao Paulo have shared personal stories about how Eyes Closed resonated with them, tales of heartbreak, rediscovery, and quiet strength. The hashtag Eyes Closed Heals emerged organically, turning into a virtual community where listeners discuss their own experiences with loneliness and healing. Critics argue that this emotional connection is what sets Eyes Closed apart. It's not a love song in the traditional sense, it's about self-acceptance, about finding clarity when the noise fades. Music journalist Amina Clark wrote in Variety, "What Jisoo and Zayn did here isn't just collaboration, it's translation, of pain, of silence, of the universal human need to be understood." Even the fashion industry has joined the conversation. The visual aesthetic of EYESCLOSED, minimalist tones, soft focus, ethereal lighting, has inspired runway collections and editorial shoots. Jisoo's signature pearl choker from the video sold out within minutes, while Zayn's oversized coat from the same shoot sparked a viral Eyes Closed trend on TikTok, with millions of fans recreating the look in their own interpretations. Meanwhile, whispers inside the entertainment industry suggest that Eyes Closed may become more than just a single, it could be part of a larger visual album or even a short film. The production team behind the video was recently spotted in Paris, reportedly scouting locations for a continuation project. Whether that means a sequel video, a narrative short, or a full documentary remains unclear. What's clear, though, is that both Jisoo and Zayn have found something rare, a creative balance that feels effortless yet deeply intentional. "They didn't just sing together," said one producer who worked on the track. "They built trust. That's why the song feels alive." And perhaps that's the secret to why Eyes Closed continues to captivate millions. It's not just the music, or the fame, or even the spectacle. It's the vulnerability, two artists stripped of pretense, facing themselves and the world with eyes closed, yet more open than ever before. In an age where music is often manufactured for virality, this project feels human. It reminds listeners that silence can be powerful, that connection can exist beyond language, and that sometimes the most unforgettable moments are the ones that happen quietly. One fan wrote in a viral tweet that has now been shared over 2 million times. "It's strange. I don't even understand all the words, but I feel them. Maybe that's what music is supposed to do." The world now waits for what comes next. Rumors of a live performance at a global awards show grow louder with each passing day, and fans are already organizing global streaming parties in anticipation. Whether or not Jisoo and ZAYN return to the stage together, one thing is certain: Eyes Closed has already become more than a song. It's a cultural moment, a bridge between worlds, and a reminder that sometimes, the deepest connections happen when we simply stop looking. And as the final note of their song echoes across millions of playlists, one message lingers, a whisper that feels almost prophetic: close your eyes, and you'll finally see. In the weeks that followed, Eyes Closed evolved from a viral sensation into a full-blown cultural phenomenon. The track no longer belonged only to Jisoo and ZAYN, it belonged to the world. Across continents, fans translated the lyrics into dozens of languages, covering the song in acoustic, orchestral, and even lo-fi versions. The emotional resonance of the message, seeing truth through silence, became something deeply personal for millions. International media continued to chase both artists for interviews, but they remained elusive, choosing to let the art speak for itself. That silence only amplified the mystery. Every time ZAYN posted a monochrome photo or Jisoo appeared with her now iconic closed-eye pose, social media erupted with speculation. Were they hinting at a second chapter? A live performance? Or something even more unexpected? Then came a subtle confirmation. During a radio interview in London, a producer who had worked with them offhandedly mentioned that the story isn't finished yet. He refused to elaborate, but that single sentence was enough to send fans into a frenzy. Meanwhile, Eyes Closed continued to break barriers, earning nominations at major international award shows, including Best Global Collaboration and Song of the Year. Critics hailed it as the sound of two worlds finding harmony. Universities even began using it in courses exploring the globalization of pop culture, analyzing how it blurred the line between Eastern precision and Western soul. And through it all, one image persisted: Jisoo and ZAYN, standing in silence, eyes closed, but completely seen. In a rare message to fans, Jisoo wrote on her fan platform, "Some things are clearer when you stop searching and start feeling." ZAYN reposted her quote just hours later with a single word: exactly. It was the quietest confirmation imaginable, yet somehow, the loudest. Whether or not a sequel to Eyes Closed ever arrives, the collaboration has already made history. It proved that connection doesn't need translation, and that vulnerability, shared across voices, borders, and genres, can be the loudest form of power. And somewhere between Seoul and London, between stardom and solitude, two artists taught the world that closing your eyes doesn't mean you're not looking. It means, you finally see.